Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. In this video, we will discuss NVIDIA stock price movement for today and we'll try to make an assessment for rest of the week using fundamentals and technical charts. We'll also evaluate how high NVIDIA can go before the actual split date. Now, let's get started. You see NVIDIA stock chart for today on your screen. NVIDIA opened at 1157. It made a high 1166. It made a low 1140 and it closed at 1164. That is 1.25% up. If you take a look at NVIDIA stock chart for today, you will notice that NVIDIA was under pressure after opening, but it gained some momentum sometime at noon. So you notice some volatility on the Nvidia stock price for today. But good thing is, as I expected yesterday, that Nvidia will be able to break 1158, the all-time high today, and it did. But I still believe that Nvidia should not be able to touch 1200 before the actual split date. We have 3 more days to go to validate my finding. And remember, day before yesterday, I showed you this level 1165, and I mentioned this is a strong resistance level. It won't be very easy for NVIDIA to break this resistance very easily. So today, NVIDIA went up, and probably around 1165, it came down. And this 1165 resistance is based on the historical split data. Based on the historical data, the maximum NVIDIA price increase after the stock split announcement and before its effective date, NVIDIA went up 24%. So based on that, the max price I came up with is 1165. And there is a possibility that NVIDIA will break 1165 in next 3 days and try to go further up. Now, moving on to the NVIDIA daily chart. The last 5 days, NVIDIA went up 2.99%. Last 1 month, NVIDIA up 26%. And last 6 months, NVIDIA up 150%. And I still think that there is some correction due, but we do not know when that's gonna happen. Regarding the major indices, all are up today. For example, S&P 0.5% up, Nasdaq 0.17% up, and Dow Jones 0.36% up. It was overall a good day for the stock market. Now let's take a look at technical charts. You see 90-day hourly interval chart for Nvidia and also the MACD chart. You see the MACD line is above zero line in hourly interval chart. Was trying to go further up as of yesterday, but there's some downward pressure we noticed this morning. But as of this point, it's almost flat. So tomorrow, I'm expecting some kind of volatility or some little drop on the Nvidia stock price. Let's take a look 30 minutes chart. In a 30 minutes chart, we see the same behavior. MACD line started going down this morning, but afternoon it picked up again. So as of this point, I do not see a very strong momentum on Nvidia. So probably Nvidia will do sideways tomorrow or maybe a little drop based on the 30 minute chart. Now let's take a look RSI. RSI in a 30 minutes chart is at 63. It came down from yesterday, but still, based on the RSI, we cannot say that RSI is overbought. So RSI does not tell much where the stock should be heading tomorrow. Now let's take a look hourly interval chart for RSI. In hourly interval chart, RSI is still at 64. At this point, this morning, since this morning, RSI was not able to make a big movement. So this tells that the market pressure at this point is pretty balanced between selling and the buying forces. Let's take a look Bollinger Bands. You see the Bollinger Bands on your screen in the hourly interval chart. We noticed yesterday the Bollinger Bands, there was some upward pressure because the lower band and the upper band both were going up. But as of this point, you see they are almost flat. Even if the stock chart is going to touch the upper band, but overall behavior does not show a very strong positive momentum at this point. So you see that Bollinger Band is trying to get flatter, just like here. When it happened, we saw some sideways or consolidation on the Nvidia stock price. The same thing I'm expecting tomorrow, some kind of sideways movement or consolidation based on the Bollinger Bands as well. Now let's take a look Fibonacci levels. You see Fibonacci levels in a 90-day hourly interval chart. I selected the same lowest point, that is 940, and the highest point is 1164. Based on the Fibonacci levels, the 23% retracement is at 1111, and after that, the 38% retracement is at 1078. So if Nvidia drops, the next level of support is 1111. On the upper side, as I showed you, the next level of resistance is 1165. It tried to break 1165 as of this afternoon, but it got a pushback. Let me show you. You see in this chart, this is 5-day, 5 minutes chart. You see that this afternoon it touched 1165, but it got a pushback and it came down to 1156. Then again it started going up. Then again it got a pushback and it moved down to 1159. So Nvidia might try a third attempt in the morning tomorrow. If Nvidia cannot break 1165 in third attempt as well, then probably it will take a little drop, maybe about 1 or 2%. Now let's take a look news regarding Nvidia. You see news regarding Nvidia on the left side of your screen. The very first one looks very interesting, that says that Nvidia AMD chips to get dearer as Taiwan semi eyes AI chip price hike. So Taiwan Semiconductor plans to do the price hike, and that might impact Nvidia and AMD profit margin. But it does not tell the timeline of this price hike. Now this one that says that Nvidia maintains lead as key AI beneficiary. Analysts boost estimates after Taiwan event. So that's a good thing. We got the price target increase for Nvidia from 1180 to 1275. So 1275 probably is reachable sometime this quarter or maybe next quarter. My maximum price for this quarter based on my calculation was 1245. Another price target increase from Mizuho, that is from 1180 to 1275. So another good news for Nvidia that says that Blackwell orders are flooding in. So this is good that Nvidia's Blackwell product is getting more attention. So there is no doubt that in the future we have a strong demand for the AI chip and AI products. Each quarter it will be more challenging to maintain a sustainable profit margin growth and the earning growth. And beside that, if we get more price increases from the top supplier and also the supply issues, that can impact the earnings and the revenue more in the future. But in the short term, I'm talking about this quarter, we do not expect such a big impact on Nvidia's stock price due to these events. I think that's all about Nvidia news for today. I do not find anything different from yesterday. Let's take a look other AI stocks. You see on your screen The biggest positive change we see today is in Palantir, that is 3.66% up, and then we see SoundHound, that is 3.14% up, and then Nvidia, and then Avago, and then Microsoft. The lowest percentage increase we see is in AMD, that is 2.18% down. So overall, it was a good day for the AI stocks. So with respect to the economic data, as we noted yesterday, not many data is coming this week, except on Friday, we have the unemployment rate and the employment report, together with non-farm payrolls. And those data are very important. I will show you tomorrow the historical trend on those data. We can have more discussion on economic data tomorrow. And that's all about NVIDIA stock price analysis and assessment for tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.